In this interview skills online workshop, we'll go over common interview mistakes, we'll provide you with interview tips, and we'll go over common types of questions, such as tell me about yourself, situational questions, and behavioral questions. Common interview mistakes that you should avoid include lack of preparation, inappropriate or unprofessional appearance, poor nonverbal communication, failure to answer the question that is being asked, over or under answering questions, exaggerating or being deceitful, mobile phone interruptions. Let's talk about how to avoid these mistakes. Make sure you arrive 10 to 15 minutes early to the interview. Remember that the interview begins as you enter the building. Create good first impressions. Remember to make eye contact, smile, shake hands, be polite and friendly. Be aware of body language. Make sure you sit up straight. Do not slouch or fidget. Listen carefully to the questions. If necessary, ask for repetition. Emphasize your education and experience. Use different examples for each question to showcase the breadth of your involvement and skills. A short silence while you formulate your response is acceptable. Show enthusiasm and a positive attitude. Appear confident and speak clearly. At the end of the interview, you may be given the opportunity to ask questions to the interviewers. Remember to ask educated questions, for example, about the selection process, timeline, next steps, professional development, or leadership opportunities within the organization. Thank the interviewers for the opportunity and shake hands. There are 3 types of questions you may be asked. The first type is, tell me about yourself. To answer this question, we recommend the PAUSE technique. PAUSE is an acronym that stands for P, personal, A, academic, W, work, S, skills. You can start by telling who you are and why you're interested in the position. Move on to your academic interests and how your education relates to the position. Mention previous relevant work or volunteer experience. And finally, what skills you developed or demonstrated. The second type is situational questions. Situational questions are used to assess your critical thinking, problem solving, and planning abilities. They're often presented in the form of a scenario. For example, if you had to solve a problem in the workplace, what would you do? Situational questions are used to assess your values and how you deal with different kinds of situations and people. The third type is behavioral questions. Behavioral questions are used to determine if you have the skills needed for the position. An example of a behavioral question is, tell me about a time when you had to deliver a presentation to a large group of people. How did you prepare? What was the outcome? You can use specific examples from your work history, education, and extracurricular activities to demonstrate the skills that the interviewer is assessing. To answer behavioral questions, we recommend the STAR+L technique. STAR+L is an acronym that stands for S, situation, T, task, A, action, R, result, L, learning. You can start by describing the situation you encountered, what task you needed to complete, what you did, what was the result, and what you learned from the experience. If you would like to know more, visit Career Development, consult our online career resources, or book an appointment with one of our career advisors. Best of luck for your interview.